Hey everyone, Matthew Cooke here, founder and CEO of GTC Golf Academy, and today I'm going to show you how to play a better 27-yard pitch shot to a green that is above you significantly, and the ball is on an uphill slope, and the flag is tucked to the front of the green and to the left of the green. There's about 6 feet of green to work with left of the flag, and from where I am, the front of the green to the flag, there's about 10 feet. So there's not that much room to work with in front or to the left of the ball. There's lots of green to work with behind. And overall, the green is pretty small anyway. So this is a very difficult shot for most. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is establish sort of the needs of this shot. What is the situation? What's the lie like? Because the lie is going to tell you everything you can do and what you can't do. If you're in a divot, there's a lot of things you can't do. So you got to first look at the lie. I've got a really nice lie. I've hit a great shot here down the fairway. Beautiful lie. So I can do a lot. I can do anything I wanted to with this ball, or I have the opportunity to. Maybe don't execute it very well, but I've got the opportunity to with a good lie. And now, looking at the situation, green above me, not much green to work with. The greens are actually quite hard, so it's difficult to stop the ball on these greens because they're cut short as well, very fast greens. Not much green to work with left or short, and I'm on a slight upslope, even though my lie is great. So that's telling me a few things. Because the flag and the green is above me, I need more loft to get the ball up, so when it lands, the angle that it comes in at isn't so shallow that it just scoots off to the back of the green. I need to get it up enough to where it's going to land a little softer, and I also need to strike the ball. I need to play a type of shot that's going to allow for a little bit more spin, so when the ball does land, it'll grab a little bit, and it won't release as much as what a normal pitch shot would. So I've established that. Now I'm figuring out, because I've got my 56-degree wedge here, I'm figuring out, okay, because I'm on a slight upslope, my 56 now has turned into like a 57, 58. It's not a massive upslope, so just a little bit. But anyway, I've got more loft that's going to be presented to the ball impact just naturally. So that's going to send the ball up a little bit. Now, what's the ideal flight height, the trajectory? Where do I see the ball in relation to the rest of the world behind it, behind the green? Where do I see that ball peaking? Because it's always good to get an image in your mind of this. So I've found that, and I see it around about the top of one of those trees. Not the biggest one, there's a tree that I'm picking out. I see the ball flying, peaking at the top of that, landing somewhere just a fraction short of the flag. I don't mind my next putt to be past the hole. You know, the good error here is a little long, not short. So that is what I envision. Now I've got to figure out, all right, from a setup perspective, what adjustments do I make because of my lie? So I need to make sure that because I'm on a slope, I angle my body in a way that matches the slope, so that the arc and my overall swing direction, my overall swing is matching this lie, so it'll help me strike. Rather than setting up, I was hitting a flat lie shot, the club big, I got to adjust to it correctly. Also, gravity is going to try and pull me down the slope, so I got to position maybe a little bit more weight and pressure on this left side. So now I'm in a relatively good setup position. Now, if I have some practice swings, all I focus on and what the best play, the interaction that the club has with the ground. And for such a small shot, we want the club to just brush the grass. We want a pretty shallow angle of attack. No divot. Club just brushes that grass and bounces off the ground a little bit. When we achieve that, and when I achieve strokes, like that was a little bit too, probably would have got away with it. That was the one. Once I achieve that in my practice strokes, I start to dial into focusing more on the target, the flight height, my ball to target line, and a few more practice swings, just figuring out what length swing I'm trying to make for this shot. Dial back into the target line focus now, all on the target, nothing else but target, all about the target. Dial in on that target, see it, feel it. Oh, I got lucky there, ladies and gents. So then The flag, I critique that. Struck the ball pretty good. Didn't get enough height. Should have placed the ball further forward in my stance. Didn't make a big enough swing. That ball landed just barely on the green. And because I struck it so well, it had spin. It didn't shoot out. So I probably didn't hit the green. Probably just hit the fringe before it. Fortunately, it took a nice bounce and it's probably really close to the flag, but it's not what I envisioned. But you see that right there, because I went through such a solid process, the outcome is still okay. So you'll make those misses. Like, no one plays perfect golf. If you go through a solid process like this, even the bad shots are not as bad. And that's what golf is. It's making your bad shots not as bad. So take into account everything I just did and try to implement as much as you can. And I'm not going to guarantee, but I can almost guarantee that you're going to hit a lot better pitch shots around the green from some tricky sort of situations like this.